Hey everybody, so today I'm here to share with you guys a book haul. I have a stack of books that I have bought, and then I have another stack from the library. So I actually went to our public library, well, one of the ones around us, for the first time since the pandemic started, and I'm regretting not doing it sooner. So I have quite a few books. Excuse the hair. It's been a bad hair day. If I touch it anymore, I'm just going to rip it right off my head. So we're going to move past that and on to the fun things that are the books. And I will link these all down below in case you want to purchase them yourselves. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get started because there are so many. So many. It's been a long time. But these are the first set of books that I have. So there's three. The first three I bought from TJ Maxx. I was just there the other day. And then the rest all came from kidsbooks.com. Again, a discounted site. Pretty much kind of like a TJ Maxx where they're either buying like books that maybe have a little something on them or overstock, things like that. Can't recommend them enough. They have new stuff all the time. Definitely check them out. Not affiliated, not sponsored, just spend a lot of my own money there. So the first book from TJ Maxx is Pink is for Boys. This is a book that I've wanted for a long time, and they had it there, and I realized afterwards that I'm not sure if TJ Maxx is the best for book prices because I feel like they are about the same as Amazon, but I don't know, whatever. As far as price goes, maybe it doesn't make a difference, but maybe in other aspects it does. But that is a book that I've already flipped through and I really like. This book is called Disney Princess Once Upon a Flower Girl. And I got it just because I thought the outside was just so cute with all the little girls and the Disney princesses. And reading through it, it actually really is about being a flower girl. So I think it'd be a really cute gift if you are a Disney loving adult who is having a wedding and is going to have a flower girl. But also, I just think it's a really cute book. If your kids are into Disney princesses, there's no reason why not to have it. Just because it's about flower girls doesn't mean that you can't own it if your kid's not going to be in a wedding or anything. There's even a page back here where they're talking about dresses, but someone preferring pants. And I totally get that because I was actually that kid. I didn't really like dresses. I still really don't. I'm really more comfortable in pants. So anyways, it's kind of an inclusive book and I thought it was really cute. So next up is Michelle's Garden. So it's about Michelle Obama and all the kind of changes that she made when it came to food and diet and stuff like that while she was first lady. But I'm going to show you the page that really sold me here. Barack Obama doing yoga. I'm all for it. I'm using a hula hoop. It's the cutest book. It really is. I love it. It's darling. Highly recommend. So the next book is called The Great Realization, and this is about the pandemic. When we were in lockdown, a lot of the earth was healing itself, and it goes over that and our impact as humans on the environment. So I thought that was a different approach to some COVID-19 books. And then there is Sea Bear. Honestly, anything with polar bears, I'm a sucker for. I don't know why. The next one is one that I have wanted for such a long time, and I was so excited to see that kidsbooks.com had one. And I wanted to say first and foremost, I should have said it before I started all this, all of my books were basically completely fine. There is one at the end that I will show you that has some scuffing on it, but other than that, all of these books were completely fine. No marks, no rips, no tears, no nothing. So this next book is called Separate is Never Equal. And it's about Sylvia Mendez and her family's fight for desegregation. So this is a book that I've wanted for such a long time. It's a topic that I didn't even know existed, and I want to bring books into our library, have conversations, use curriculum that changes that for my kiddos. So this is an absolute must. There's several books by this author that I think are definitely worth looking into. The next book, I really enjoy this cover. It's very different, and it's only scuffed up because I gave it to my 6-year-old already. But it's called A Beginner's Book of Mindfulness, and the book is called Happy. And I really enjoyed this. I really did. As somebody who tries to practice a lot of mindfulness and stopping in the moment, all those things that my therapist regularly suggests, I really enjoy this. I think it's a great book for kids. It's a great intro into showing them what mindfulness is and taking that kind of, I totally forgot I ordered this. Okay, so I'm cutting that other one short, but I have had these books for quite some time. I put this order in a while ago, just never got to sharing it with you guys, and then I put them up in my loft, and I completely forgot what I ordered. So the next book, because I'm so excited I forgot about this one, is Over the Moon. Let Love In. It's a picture book version of the Over the Moon movie that is on Netflix. It's a Netflix original, and it is a beautiful movie that we love thoroughly in this house. Come on. Do I need to show you any other picture? I can't. That whole movie itself, A+, chef's kisses. But like this book, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The next book is called Vote for Our Future. I actually got this from a recommendation from Marley. I saw she posted about it. I think she got it last year for her kiddos. I can't remember. But either way, I got it. This rip up here is from me. That's not how I got it. But yes, it is a really good book. I really like it. I feel like it explains a lot. And just being involved. That's something that I feel like wasn't really hit on with me as a younger kid. I know that we definitely talked about politics and about voting and a lot of stuff like that, but I don't think that there was ever an emphasis on getting involved and being educated and getting other people to be involved and use the privilege of voting and taking advantage of it. So I really enjoyed that book and everything that it came with. So next up, this book is called Look Up With Me, DeGrasse, Tyson, A Life Among the Stars. And I am so excited for this book. Sophie is very interested in science. She's very interested in space. And it's just all about Neil's journey and becoming who he is and his passion for those kind of things as well. So I just really wanted to I know she's gonna love this book, and it is very, very cute. Like, here's a look at the illustrations. I think they are so adorable. I love this style. So cute. So very excited for Soph to try out that. And then I got this one for both of the girls, but mostly for Remy. She is a big Simone Biles fan, and the Summer Olympics, the girls were loving it. They were watching it at Grandma's house, and Remy is very enthusiastic about wanting to do gymnastics now because of Simone. She's also a big Suni fan as well, but I got the Flying High, the story of gymnastics champion Simone Biles, and I know Remy is going to love this one as well. Very excited about this one, and this is the only one that had some scuffs at the top of it, some wear down here. Who cares? It's called Mega Meltdown. It's about the weird and the wonderful animals of the Ice Age. And I don't know about you, but the Ice Age was something that I was really interested in as a kid. And I always wish that we spent more time talking about it and learning about the different animals and stuff. So when I saw this book, I definitely had to, because I'm very excited to incorporate this into our curriculum this year. So those are all the books that I bought, and now we are going to go through the books that I got from the library. I have a few different stacks here, and you know, honestly, I probably should have been doing this from the start, going to the library and renting out books and then finding what ones we really will read over and over again that belong in our library, our personal library. Should have been doing that. Should have been doing that from the start. Probably would have saved a lot of money. But anyways, I'm learning now. So the first stack of books, there are 4 here that I really got that are things that I really wanted to focus on with school, either things in the next week or so we're covering with curriculum that I can work in, whatever. So the first book is called Polio Pioneer, mouthful, Dr. Jonas Salk and the Polio Vaccine. And I thought this book was really awesome. I flipped through it at the library, and it does a lot more than just talk about the polio vaccine. It talks about Dr. Jonas growing up and everything that he aspired to be and everything that the polio vaccine did and just moving forward and what that means. So there's also Sometimes People March. I've seen this all over Instagram lately. And then also If Bees Disappear. They also have polar bears, sharks, and what's the other one? I'm forgetting one. Elephants. So I want to get all of them, but right now bees are relevant to where we live. We've had a lot of bees because it is starting to cool off, and I feel like every time we go through that, they start wanting to come inside and get some warm. Anyways, the last book is What Can a Citizen Do? And I was flipping through here. I had not seen it before finding it in my library. I almost bought it, and this is probably one that I'm definitely going to buy because I have been enjoying it that much. I've been enjoying it. I enjoyed it that much flipping through it and reading it that I think I want it to stay in our personal library. And then the next set of books are just kind of fun, probably bedtime kind of books type of stuff. And I got this Keep the City Going. This is about essential workers during the pandemic, also frontline workers as well. And I definitely wanted to get this for the girls because their dad was an essential worker during lockdown. He worked through all of it, and it's very emotional for me. So this is probably one I'm also going to end up buying. They don't mention manufacturers or like industrial workers kind of stuff, but I think it's more just about the broad message of all the different jobs that kept the country going and people who, you know, showed up and helped us through that time. So probably going to end up in our library. Next one is Without You. This at a glance looked to be about friends fighting, and my children wouldn't know anything about that because they get along perfectly all the time. There's definitely no fighting here. Next is I Am Love. I love this author. So many great books, so many, and I just really liked this. I love speaking confidence into my girls. They are very confident little girls. This past week I've heard I love myself a lot, and I am very proud of that fact. So anytime I can find a book that just speaks that back into them, I'm gonna do it. The next one is The Bad Mood and The Stick. And again, my kids wouldn't know anything about it because they always have the best moods ever, and definitely never get grouchy. Obviously being sarcastic, but I thought, yes, we could read this. And I feel like sometimes books can offer a perspective of things that we try to tell them as parents, but you know, we're parents. So sometimes flipping through a book and them getting the message kind of syncs with them a little bit better. Next up is something that I again was going to buy, probably still am, but Parks and Recreation, Leslie for Class President. So we have the Office version. It's like The Office, the first day at Dunder Mifflin, and it's a kid's book about the characters from the Office show. And the girls know the Office. We watch it all the time. And Parks and Rec is also something else that we watch, and it's basically the same as the Office book, but with Parks and Rec. Yeah, so this is probably gonna also end up in our home library. And the next one is called Bunheads. So both the girls still very much into ballet. They want to take ballet classes. I don't know why I said it like that. I thought the illustrations were very interesting. And I know I've seen this book around, but I honestly don't know a whole lot about it. But regardless, it looks gorgeous. So there's that one. And the next set of books are all about representation, and also the first few are about Hispanic Heritage Month. If you didn't know, from September 15th to October 15th, that is Hispanic Heritage Month. So got a few books for that. Definitely want to get more. These were just the ones that I could find in the 2 hours that I was there. Anyways, so we have Gustavo. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. The Shy Ghost. And guys, the illustrations in this, oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. These are beautiful. This is such a stinking cute book. You're coming home with me. Yes. I mean, I'm going to return it back to the library and I will buy my own, but you know. Anyways, so the next book is called Lucía and I'm not even going to pronounce it because I know I'm going to say it wrong. But I promise before I read it to my kids, I will do my best to look it up and how to pronounce these words. But I like getting these books also to challenge myself. I don't know any Spanish. I was going to say I don't know really any, but period. I don't know any Spanish. I don't know how to pronounce things correctly. So I do try to find books that use Spanish words so I can also learn as well and get more familiar. But it looks like the most darling book. There was also a second one as well, so I know the girls are going to love it, and when I return these set of books, I'll get the next book, but how stinking cute. The next book is one that I've been wanting for a while too, and it is called Viva Frida. Need I say more? I haven't even looked at the illustrations. Yes, I assumed that they would be gorgeous, and I was correct. Look at that. Anyways, so yes, Viva Frida. So the next couple books I got in a little bit of advance for the fall time. Again, I think this is something I'll end up getting for our permanent library, but I wanted to check it out kind of ahead of time. So we have We Are Still Here, Native American Truths Everyone Should Know. And it is a little bit long, a little bit wordy, but at the same time, hugely important book. There's also a couple other ones that I'm also looking at getting as well. And the next one, again, kind of getting ahead of myself, but it's Peyton Picks the Perfect Pie. I saw this everywhere last year and I was kicking myself for not finding it and not getting a hold of it. And I pretty much knew I wanted to buy it, and looking through it again, I love, love, love the illustrations in here. It just looks so warm and cozy too. I just absolutely love the book. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's a great one. I know the girls are going to love it. And then the last few, again, are just about representation. And so far, I've only read through 3 of these, but I think they're all going to be huge hits with the girls too. So the first one is Magnificent Homespun Brown. Such a good book. And then the next one is Oona. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Again, guys, forgive me. I'm not great at pronouncing words I'm unfamiliar with, but I do my best. So there's this one. And because she is a mermaid, I already know. Gonna be a Sophie favorite. And then next one is Jabari Tries. We have Jabari Jumps. It was a huge hit with Remy, and I wanted to give this one a shot because I know that she really enjoyed that one, and Jabari is just the cutest little character. Look at that. I hope they keep making more and more of the Jabari books because they are just a huge hit with us. And lastly is probably the book I was the most excited to find. It has been one that I've been wanting to read the girls for such a long time, and it is this book. Again, I'm not going to try and pronounce the name because I'm sure I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong, but again, this is such an amazing book. I'm so excited to read this to the girls. I've already read through it, and these are kind of the illustrations on here. I love the message of this book, and I think it's just it's all around 10 out of 10 for me. Love it. So those are all the books, if you can believe it or not. Those are all the books that I got at the library, all the ones that I purchased myself. I'll have them linked as many as I can down below. And this will not be the last time that I do a library haul either. I'm going to be sure to share with you guys because this definitely will not be the last time that I go in there and rent books from them. And I know we're going to go through these so quickly here. Within a couple weeks I'm going to be needing new ones. So yes, let me know down in the comments below what book your kiddo is loving right now. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and as always, thanks for watching.